Hello, everyone, and Mary Chrysler. If you're watching on YouTube, this video is going to come out on Christmas. I'm gonna have it be a premiere, just to have fun. Now, I know most people decorate their Christmas tree earlier than this, but I thought it would be fun to do a hear me out, Christmas tree decorating. Merry Christmas, Merry Crisis. Oh my goodness, yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. And also hello, first time chat. I saw that you I always keep the activity feed up, and I've been seeing so many newer people like following, and every time I open up my OBS, it is like a gift to me every day. Hello. But yes, Merry Chrysler. We're gonna be doing some hear me out Christmas decorating. I thought, because I've been thinking about doing a hear me out, and I was like, hear me out Christmas decorating. So we're gonna decorate this tree with all of my hear me outs. You are allowed to roast me. It is okay to roast. I understand. Also, do know that there's a lot of very interesting ones that I've picked. I tried to pick a good variety. So we're gonna see. A lot of them are from games. I did not put any Stardew or Sunhaven. If you want to see my reactions to that. Horror monsters. I forgot horror monsters, but we could add that. I did so the ones that we have, I will just tell you what we have. So some of these kind of make sense if I showed. Okay, some of these are safe. I would say some of these are safe. You know, they're safe hear me outs. There's some you're gonna go, there's one I know when I bring it on, you guys are gonna go, what? And I'm just gonna be like, look, hear me out. There's no horror monsters, but there are D&D monsters. There are D&D monsters in this. We also do have Baldur's Gate characters. There's a few. I didn't get Halsen because everyone already knows how I feel about Halsen. So there's gonna be a few different ones. I forgot Karlach. I know I put Karlach in the announcement thing. I know I forgot. Some will understand, and some you have to do immediately. I think so. I feel like some people are gonna be like, we understand you. Others are gonna be like, you gotta explain. You gotta explain. I do have Monster Hunter as well. Monster Hunter World specifically, but considering that these Monster Hunter monsters are in a bunch of different games, yeah. We also do have Disney, like Disney Twisted Wonderland specifically. There's a lot in here, but there's one character in here. Thankfully, I haven't seen the flood Gravemind. What is that? Now I need to look it up. Hold on. What's the flood Gravemind? Hopefully my OBS don't crash. What is that? Oh my gosh. Wait, this is actually a thing? Wait, what is this? Oh, it's from Halo. That's why. I've never played Halo. Hold on. Okay, hear me out. Okay, maybe the mouth situation, not too much. corrupted space dust of gods? I'm a god. Oh no. Wait. Okay, you know, I was gonna say, because I'm a god, wouldn't that technically be that if it would be technically made of me? Like a corrupted save file? Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting concept. We will pull more characters if I feel like we're running out of, like, we need more time. Or we need more characters. There's a few that we might have to look up some more in order to get more. So we're gonna start off with an easy character. We're gonna start off with safe. We're gonna start with safe characters. Like, you know, like, okay, that's pretty run-of-the-mill. By the way, there are not real people on this. I'm not gonna put real people. I'm just not. They're only gonna be characters. I feel that there's way more funnier things with that. Because if I did real people, I would just put only Ryan Reynolds, okay? That's what I would do. The tree would just be Ryan Reynolds. Like, I feel like that's a very base take, but I feel like that's the appropriate way to go about it, isn't it? If your tree isn't decorated with Ryan Reynolds, what are you doing? Damn, now I want to actually make my real tree. Or bug? I don't know any of the Halo games. I was never a Halo player. So this is a new area to me. Unknown. But let's start off. So I'm gonna test this and see how this works, because I don't know if this will work the way that I think it will. You just drag blah 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 blah. Okay. Hooray! I was just like making sure. Plays the main character. Yeah, I don't know any of that. Okay, so we have my first character. This is from Twisted Wonderland. Funny enough, okay, so let me just like explain Twisted Wonderland really quickly for people that don't know. Twisted Wonderland, or Disney Twisted Wonderland, is basically a take on the Disney villains, and they're called Twisted, and they twisted them into like real, like, humanoid-ish characters. I would say humanoid-ish characters, because we do have guys like this guy who has animal ears, and technically he does have a tail as well. So I forget what they call them. I think they call them beast people. By the way, if you recognize how this art looks, if you have ever seen Black Butler, the artist and mangaka of Black Butler made these characters. They were the creator of all these characters. So if you recognize the design, that's why. He reminds me of the fox. Yes, he is the fox from Pinocchio. He is the fox from Pinocchio. They had a Halloween event, okay? So sometimes they have events, and they had a Halloween event. And this was the main character of it. And look, I saw him come on screen, and I was like, Can I get a card of you? Can I please get a card of you? No, unfortunately, you don't get a card of him. And I was like so sad. But I'm like, well, I will cherish you in my memories. Like, they didn't have to make him so swanky, but they did. Question: Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween, or Christmas movie? Both. It's both. As a person that really loves Nightmare Before Christmas, it's both. You guys don't know this. I haven't posted a picture, but I have a small collection of Nightmare Before Christmas memorabilia. I have like 2 snow globes, I believe a statue over here, and also a Christmas tree. Not even joking. It's literally a little itty bitty mini decorated Christmas tree. Is it in a shrine? No, it's just on a shelf. I actually don't do those like shrine things that I've seen people do. I don't do that. I just put it in an area that it looks like it is, but it's not, because, well, there's other stuff on that shelf too. So I need to show you guys my Nutcracker collection. I actually have a Nutcracker collection. It's a pretty sizable Nutcracker collection, and I have a Jack Skellington and a Sally Nutcracker. Okay, that goes to show you how much. And yeah, it's like an unintentional shrine, but the Nutcrackers, that's different. This is like such a weird hobby of mine, of me collecting Nutcrackers. Every year I get a new Nutcracker. Sometimes I get more Nutcrackers. Last year I got Nutcracker mugs. So it's like a Nutcracker that is 3 mugs. And so you have his hat, his head, and his body. Unfortunately, my mom and I do not think that it is safe to drink out of. So it is just decor. I do not have a giant Nutcracker. I only have Nutcrackers that are for like decorational. I need to take a picture of the Nutcrackers because I have to update it. I gotta post that up for you guys. But anyways, so okay, I've had this guy on stream on here for a while. Okay, I feel like the hear me out is understandable because look at that cocky smile, those eyes, and I feel like he could do my makeup really well because I suck at makeup. And the other thing is, I feel like we'd have a lot of fun. Not like in bed or anything. Like, we would just genuinely have fun. Like, because he's like a running around kind of like guy that does a bunch of stuff. Like, I feel like we would go on a lot of adventures and just do funny stuff. And also, there is another character, and I wish I pulled them up with this, but they do also have another side character with them, which is the cat, because you know it's the fox and the cat, and the cat is also in this, and it's like the cat is like his kind of like in a way his little son, so we'd have a family. Like, I feel like it would be fun. So he's gonna go right here. He's gonna go in the top here. I forget his name in it, but it is an event, and I don't think that we're ever gonna see this guy again. So sad if no one has lived through it, but you can watch people that have played through it. So there's that. Okay, next one. next one. Heard a theory that Donkey from Shrek is the donkey. Yes, I have heard that theory. I forgot to put Dragon from Shrek in here. We'll look her up later. I forgot to put the fairy godmother in here. Oh my gosh. You all understand the fairy godmother, okay? From Shrek. You have to understand. You have to understand. All right, let's go with another character. Them vocals, exactly. Bro, she be making bank. I would be her. She would be my sugar mama, okay? The fairy godmother from Shrek would 100%. I would let her be my sugar mama. Like, and the great thing is, at least I'll always get to hear them vocals. She might baby her son a lot, but hey, you know what? She's making bank. Like, I don't care. She can baby her son all she wants. And no, she's not a MILF. She's 100% GILF, okay? 100% is a GILF. I love her. Also, always on point with style. Like, come on. Like, you know I'm gonna be getting like just be wearing Louis Vuitton. Like there's no oh my gosh. She's just great. She'd be great. Anyways, we're gonna go for a questionable pick now. Alright. I feel like we need to now dive into the deep end. Yeah, exactly. She's a girl boss, okay? She owns her own business. She owns, like, so many things. Is she a little bit of a villain? Hey, well, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Alright, we're gonna dive into the deep end. We're gonna dive into the deep end. We're gonna go over to Baldur's Gate. We're gonna go over to Baldur's Gate. I feel like I don't need to explain myself. Okay, I was almost gonna put Withers in here, but I feel like this one is a much... I feel like some people can understand. Look. You know what the funny thing is? My mother is afraid of spiders, and I love spiders. I love them. As long as they're not like okay, this is the only spider that I would allow to crawl around me, okay? Okay, to crawl up on me, okay? I would. Look, I know, like, you know, his mind is a little lost, okay? He's very much a little lost, but look, it's okay. That body, Look, I feel he would also be really nice and kind, you know? I just know how to, I need to know how to play my cards right, you know? Could he tear me apart as well? Okay, that's also, that's how majority of D&D characters are anyways, like monsters are. He reminds me of Nimbus from Destiny 2. I've not played Destiny. Oh my goodness, somehow he wanted to be attached to my model. He got attached accidentally. That's so funny. All right. But I feel like anyone that's played Baldur's Gate 3 understands me. They understand. They see this guy and they're like, yeah, we understand. But I had to do that. And you know what? Keeping up with the D&D trend, okay. He just caught you in his web. Oh my gosh, yes he did. He 100% did. All right, keeping up with the D&D. All right. Hear me out. Tarrasque. Yeah, a Tarrasque. I know they're very, very big, but I mean, look at that smile. Come on. He's like, look at the little guy. Yes, they do have, what was it, like acid? They do have acid. It's okay, I'm a god. He's not gonna damage me that much. I'm not gonna put that big of a dent. But look, it's a Tarrasque. Come on. They'd be very big. They'd be very broody. They'd be very protective. Like, come on. Aren't they a sign of the apocalypse? Even better. Even better. Works for my 2.0, which is coming next year. Wink, wink. But yeah, no, a Tarrasque. I don't... Okay, look. I know that there's a lot of spikes, there's a lot of spines, but he's got a nice smile. He'd be very protective. He might end the world, but you know, not everyone's perfect, okay? Not everyone's perfect. I immediately thought ripped. I mean, definitely a Tarrasque is ripped. All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna go. You know what? We are on a monster train. Let's do some monsters. Let's do Monster Hunter. I want to do like variety, so we kind of go in between, so I'm not doing like all the different stuff. Keep the momentum. Yeah. Okay, this was the only really good picture that I could find that was transparent of this guy, but I feel like I might cause some trauma, so I apologize if there might be some trauma that will be rearranging some people. But it's a dragon. It's a dragon. Drama or trauma? Both. If anyone has ever fought Fatalis, they would understand. Fatalis is like the end boss of Monster Hunter World. They won't even let you fight him until you get to like a certain level. So you have to like really grind in order to just get to Fatalis. And then it takes like a long, I heard that somebody took like them 2 years to finally beat Fatalis. So that's how it's not an easy monster. Hold on. I thought you were coming in here to talk. Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. But anyways, so Fatalis. Look, I'm a sucker for dragons. I'm a sucker for dragons, okay? That's why Tarrasque is on here. All right? I have a type. But look. Come on. I mean, he might be very big. He might also be apocalypse ending, like there's a company that bangs on dragon. I know. I know. I know this company. I know because sometimes. Hey, look. The reason I know it is because sometimes my boyfriend and I go and look on there for funsies. We just look at it for funsies. We don't mean anything. We're not gonna actually get anything from it. We literally just look at it for funsies. They spawn. Yeah, they did. Bro, they have so much stuff, okay? Like the amount of things on there is so funny. I just like looking at it just for fun stuff. Like just to have a giggle. If I want a really good giggle, I go there. Yeah, exactly. The logo looks amazing. Everything looks amazing. It looks great. But also all the art and like, because they have art prints too. Like all the art on there is really good. Like it's so weird. But then I'm like, you know what? I understand what company and what niche they're going for. So of course they have great art because there's amazing artists that do that art. So I'm not surprised. As an artist myself, I'm really not surprised. I've been in this community long enough. I know. I understand. But anyways, yeah, Fatalis. Terrible to fight, but love the look. I feel that he would be, oh, oopsies. I feel that he would be like very protective, and he would set the world on fire for you. He'd let the world burn for you. He would. Fatalis would. And if people think that Fatalis wouldn't do that, they're not true Fatalis lovers, okay? Everyone knows with fighting Fatalis that he would. Would make steak. He would make everyone into steak. That's how he does. Oh my gosh. Okay, so fun thing about Fatalis. So Fatalis is known to, when hunters face him, he will when he murks the hunters, he takes their armor and he puts it on his chest, like on his chest as armor. And I'm like, whoa, I keep fuddling the tree. You know what? I'm gonna lock the tree. There we go. So I don't fuddle with the tree. So there we go. He would make them into awesome job. Yeah. He would make them into wonderful steaks. Oh my gosh. Why are you part of me? Damn, I didn't know that Spider-Man wanted to be so much on my head. Wants to be here. There. Perfect. That's where he wants to be. I'll put him back on the tree because he needs to be on the tree. Oh my gosh. Okay, so should we do more Monster Hunter? Should we do more Monster Hunter? Should we cycle back? Should we go with a safe one? You know what? On the same realm with dragons, we're gonna do another Twisted from Twisted Wonderland. Okay, he's really hard to see. Oh no, don't enlarge me. My gosh. There we go. I know it's getting blurred, but it's okay. This is Malleus. There we go. Yes, he is the Twisted of Maleficent. So remember what I said, Twisted Wonderland is basically taking all the Disney villains and making them twisted. So this is Maleficent's Twisted. It is confirmed that he is a fae. So he definitely is fae. And I will say, when we got the live action Disney Maleficent, I feel like they were referencing a lot of Disney Twisted with a lot of their stuff because of this. But yeah. But I do believe that he can change into a dragon. I haven't gotten that far into lore stuff and haven't really looked in too much to the lore, because there's a lot of lore with Twisted Wonderland. Like, there's so much. Because you have to read into, like, all of the cards have stuff, all of the, like, books and, like, little things. There's always, like, little itty-bitty things that they say that you can be able to, like, kind of get a little bit of an understanding. But yeah. I love Maleficent, too. As, like, I just love Maleficent. So, when I saw them, I was like, yeah, boys. Little Dark Souls lore in every item description. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but instead you actually get a story. So you don't have to read it. It's like, so how I explain it is you basically get mini stories. So all of Twisted Wonderland is kind of like a graphic, a visual novel. It's all visual novel based. It is not an Otome game. A lot of people get that confused. It's not an Otome game. It's just a visual novel. You just play through it and you read all of the stories and all that sort of stuff. Each card has their own story associated with it. So you learn a little bit about, like, kind of what's happening in their everyday to-day life, but also it's, like, associated with, like, a memory. And so you basically get to listen and watch through that memory when you get certain levels in, it's called vignette levels. So you have to get those vignette levels, and then you can you can kind of play through it, which is really cool. So I think that's really cool. So it's not just like reading a block text of stuff. It's like, hey, this is what's happening. You can see these character interactions. They're not voiced at all, but the main story and sometimes the event quests are voiced. So not all the time with event quests, but for main storyline quests, it's all voice acted. They don't have English voice actors. It's just like, you know, translated, you know, the text is translated. So it's all Japanese voice actors. And they have some like pretty popular VAs on there. Like you'll recognize them because they've played certain anime characters. So you'll recognize them. They're it's very, very big. Also, again, the artist that made all of this, like if you come across Rusted Sword and tells you a story of its last battle, kind of, but you have to, it is a gacha. It is also a gacha game. So you have to like pull for certain cards. And then once you get that card level, because it's also, Twisted Wonderland happens at like a school. So you have to go to classes in order to get the levels up. But you can also like give them snacks and that'll get their levels up as well. Maybe I'll play, if I can, at one point, I do want to play Twisted Wonderland on stream, but the thing is that it's a phone app, so it'd be a little difficult, but I'd try to make a way because then I can explain it so much better. But yeah, when I saw, look, horns, Maleficent, Faye, magical, bruh, he's going on the list. He's going on the list. Bro, I wish I could stop moving my model, man. He's going on this. He's going right next to Fatalis. He's going up here. He's going with the dragons. You know what? We'll make this list the dragons. Streaming in a jank way using a hand cam. I could. If I had a better webcam, yeah. After 2.0 we'll figure out some stuff because I'm gonna be updating my tracking to, because I have an iPhone. I have a like just iPhone now to be able to use for just tracking, which is great. And then eventually I'll figure out webcam stuff. Because I do want to do more hand cam streams because I like doing like building streams, like Lego building and all of that stuff. A new and improved art. Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna, oh, you know what? Here, let me take my jail off really quickly. I actually have something to say about 2.0, by the way. There will be a little something on New Year's Eve. I don't know if I'm gonna post it. I don't know when I'm exactly gonna post it, but there will be a little something on New Year's Eve. I might try and post it at midnight my time, but we'll see. Technically it'll be like the next day for some people. But there'll be a little sneak peek at my model. I kind of have done some sneak peeks here and there, but you're gonna get it even a little bit of a better one. And then next year I am planning on, I have some things set up to be pushed out, and I might do a model reveal. I don't know for certain if I want to do a model reveal, but I feel like because the 2.0 is kind of like a DLC expansion pack, I need to like explain. But the good thing is everything is done for the 2.0. I literally can debut whenever I want, but I'm still gonna keep it for May. And I have to work on the lore video. You don't have to watch the lore video if you don't want to. Like, it's gonna be pretty self-explanatory when my 2.0 comes out, because I was like thinking about it a lot, and I don't think I have like a really, like, it's not really easy for me to explain my lore, and I feel like, you know, I love this model, but I feel like I need to go in a new direction. I don't know what accent I'm doing. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But I felt like I wanted to go in like a newer and funner direction. So that's what we're going in. I feel like some people might also want to know if that means that the comic that I'm working on is going to be over. No, I'm still working on that. for those that are new here, I am making a comic about my VTuber lore, but it's kind of become more than that, and it's just like a story I'm writing, honestly. And yeah. American mean boss accent. Look. Oh my gosh. But yeah. But the comic's still gonna be going. It's just gonna be like really way back lore. Whereas my 2.0, I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna become a dweller. That makes no sense, but if you love horror, if you like horror stuff, I am a forest dweller. So it's kind of, I will still be goddess. Use my accent. Hermit art, let's go. Okay, I'm already a hermit. You think I leave my storm temple? You think I leave here? No, really, I don't actually go out much. I'm very much hermit. Hermit arc has always been happening. We're just making it more canon. Sometimes you just gotta make it more canon, man. But yeah, still gonna be a goddess, but we're just gonna be, as I've explained before, because it's not really a rebranding, it's more of lore expansion. So it's my expansion pack, so it's our DLC. Going from headcanon to canon, exactly. The funny thing is, lore art gets around so much more if you read the comic. Also, the comic is coming back in January. I am gonna try, if you are in the Discord, if you join the Discord, I'm gonna try and have more times where I'm gonna be working on it. So you might see me working on it and you'll get a little sneaky peekies. But it might be like one page here or there. So you're not gonna know what the hell is going on. You're just gonna know that's being worked on. But if you want to see more sneak peeks with actual little descriptions, that's only early peeks on Patreon, which eventually will get posted up online on socials. But if you want to see stuff early, I think I've also been thinking about doing it on Patreon, on fucking Ko-Fi too. Honestly, it's just hard to like be in so many different places at once. Honestly, it's a lot. I always never know what to post. Honestly, I find it very hard to post. I just never know what I'm gonna post and like when. So honestly, I'm just gonna post whenever, and just like if it reaches people, then it reaches people. If it don't reach people, then it don't reach people. That's how it is. That's how it be. Honestly, social media is just like really sometimes hit or miss. A mystery to everyone involved. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, like for the most part with like social media, it's just like it's really been hit or miss recently. And I think it's just maybe like a lot more people are trying to be offline more. Even I am, like, you know, that's what I'm doing too. So I try and stay off of it because I do know that it's been causing me sometimes some stress, and I don't need that. I don't need that stress. So that's why for the most part I don't. But the other thing is I've been working so much on the comic that I literally have no time to literally post. I always go, oh, I should post something up. I should post something. And then I'm like, what should I post? And I'm like, you know what? I'll think about it later. And then I don't post it. And I don't post anything. And I'm like, yeah. If I think of something to post, I'll post it. I actually have some memes. I gotta make more memes. Because those are easy. Those are easy to make and those are easy to post. Just post them up. I don't know. I just want to have fun. When I post, I don't want to have like, I don't want to be overthinking it. And I feel like most of the time I overthink it so much. And it's like, I don't need to overthink this. I don't need to. I need to be more lax with it. I wish okay, no, so this is a really funny thing. I wish I was bigger so I could post whatever and not care about how many views and stuff that I got. Or if anyone even saw it. I have noticed on Blue Sky though that, okay, so this is really funny. I post clips on Blue Sky and on Twitter. Like edited clips. The edited clips do better on Twitter. But my art that I post up does better on Blue Sky. Sometimes my text message, like just sending out messages like via like just a text post also does better, like is equal. It's so weird. So weird. But I will try and be posting more. Actually, I do have some comic characters that I'm going to be posting up on the socials soon. So if you want to see some of the characters, I'm going to be posting those up. Also, one thing I freaking love about Blue Sky is the feeds feature, because it makes it so nice and organized to where I can literally have a collection of all of the Art of Chaos comic stuff. So you can see all the art or any posts or updates about it that is happening that I'll message out about. I just have it there. Just so nice. Because it's nice for me. I don't care if anybody follows it. It's just for me. So then I know if I posted out something or not. I literally am not even using it for people. I'm literally just like, this is just for me. I love organization like that. It makes my brain happy. Anyways, we should probably go on with other stuff. Okay, let me see. You know what? Let's go back to let's do more Twisted Wonderland. We'll finish it off with Twisted Wonderland. Go. There we go. All right. I feel like people will know which Twisted this is. I feel like somebody's gonna know. The funny thing is, I also like him untwisted. Scar, yeah. I like him untwisted too. I'm gonna be honest here. I do like him untwisted. Look, I don't know why, but okay, let's just say this much. Where's his scar? It's right there. Right there. Here. He's gonna there. He's gonna look at all of you now. I freaking love him. He's so okay. He is a hunter. He's lazy, but he's like, I don't know. That looks like a shadow. It kind of does. It kind of does. It's just like, you also have to remember, Scar's original Scar was also hard to see as well. I think it's just hard for on a person to kind of see it. But I mean, at least you could tell. I mean, it's pretty obvious. By the way, we also do get Simba's Twisted in the main storyline quest for Leona. His name's Leona. His name's Leona. At first I thought it was a girl. Like, I was like, that's a very girly name. But then again, like, you know, Japan's weird. But I think they were trying to like make it like lion or something, like a lion sounding, right? But we do get to see Simba's Twisted, and Simba's Twisted is so cute. But the funny thing is about the main storyline quest, there's a lion Beyblade with a similar name. America is weirder. Okay, no, Japan's weird. America might be weird, but Japan's always weirder, alright? Have you seen the stores? Have you seen the manga stores? Have you seen that particular level that you can only go on if you have a card? And you know what card I'm talking about. Japan's weird. Oh my gosh, why am I so stuffy? My nose be stuffy. My mom and I have both been having stuffy noses. I don't know. I don't know why. But anyways, Leona, he is throughout the entirety of his quest, he looks like he would be lazy, but he's actually not that lazy. He's just like doesn't want to deal with anyone else's stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I feel that. He's also very pompous. Okay, he is kind of pompous as well because he's like a prince. He is canonically a prince in the story. He is a prince. But like, I mean, come on, look at him. Like, you know what the funny thing is? When I started playing Twisted, my friend said, you're gonna either like one of two people. You're either gonna like Leona, or you're gonna like Ida, who is Hades Twisted. And she was like, you're gonna either like him, Ida, or Leona. And I saw Leona, and I was like, you got me right. You got right. You're right. The car hero? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, I know. When I heard her talking about Ida, I thought she was talking about My Hero Academia, but no, she was talking about Ida from Twisted Wonderland. Look, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with her. Does he still have fire hair? Yes. At least so far from what I've seen. Yeah. Well, okay, his hair is weird. Like, he does have fire hair, but it's kind of weird. It's not like in Hades. Like in not in Hades. It's not like in Hercules, where it's like just like that one bit of hair going up. It's actually like a full on like hair. Actually, Ida from Twisted Wonderland is inspiration for my boyfriend's model a little bit. I won't tell you what, but for like later purposes. That was the inspiration, honestly. But yeah, but Leona is definitely a cocky. I would say that he's very cocky, and I like that. So he's gonna go here. You know what? We're gonna put animal people up here. Yeah, there you go. Let's make them all nice. Oh no. What the? I was gonna say, what the heck? There you go. Let's make it all nice. Make it look nicely decorated. We still have so many to go through. Oh my gosh. I thought we were gonna run out. You know what? We've been doing a lot of guys. I feel that the ladies need to be represented. So let's bring a lady onto this. Let's bring a lady. Let's bring a lady. Lady D. I forgot Lady D. Okay, there's so many. Okay, there's a lot of characters. But I feel like Lady D is safe. I feel like she's a really safe one. I wanted to go along the lines of going a little weird. I'm going a little wacky. Being a little strange. So, I did, what is it? Teostra and Teostra. I forget which one is which. But the blue one, which is the female version. Which, well, it's the female one. You know, like Rathalos and Rathian and Rathalos. Human form, yes. She's safe in her boss fight? No. Yeah, the thing is that I would 100% want it to be her boss version, but the problem with the boss version is, I don't think that would be safe to show on stream. That's like the one issue. But oh my gosh, Lady Demetress could crush me any day. Get a girl who can do both. Exactly. That's why with my 2.0, I'm going along with more monstrous route. Because honestly, I've showed my boyfriend so much, and he just goes, smash. Smash. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? But then again, I think I'm more Monster Girl. Like, if anyone has seen Monster Girl Encyclopedia, I'm like Monster Girl Encyclopedia safe. Raw, next question. Exactly. Lady D can always do me raw. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will see myself out. That was... Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You know what I just realized? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Not one of these characters is human. I so have a type. Non-human characters. That's my type. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Lady D is totally a non-human character. Oh my gosh. Anything but humans. Yeah, this, you know, we should just call this stream anything but human. Yeah, that's my type. Oh my gosh. Well, then again, I'm not human, so... Do you see these ears? Anyways, anywho. This one is so hard to fight. And she's hot in multiple ways, okay? I also love the color blue. Blue is my favorite color. So not only is she my favorite color, but she would protect. She definitely protect. She will protect her partner in a heartbeat. So would, could, and did. Oh no, don't enlarge me. Oh my gosh. So there you go. There you go, Teostra. Or is it Teostra? Don't remember the name of which game, but she looks like the lightning unicorn. That is from Monster Hunter. And it's called the Kirin. I hate that thing. I hate that thing with a passion. Every Monster Hunter person hates that. That and I would say that unicorn is literally Diet Rajang. It is 100% Diet Rajang. Also, apparently with Monster Hunter Wilds coming out, we're probably gonna have an answer. I know everyone's gonna bring back the Rajang milk. There's no avoiding it. If you're new, I asked where the milk comes from for making stuff, and they said Rajang milk, and it became a meme. A meme around here. So, and every time we now, because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out, and because we're able to have cheese Or like, you know, there's been cheese before, but like I feel like this is just like bigger, you know, a bigger thing of cheese, and it's like, oh no, I'm gonna ask where the milk came from, aren't I? I'm gonna forget about the Richeang milk. I'm gonna ask about it, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you should know this. It's the Richeang milk." Now I'm gonna go and cry again. No, snooze, you ads. Snooze, go away. I don't want ads in this. All right, let's get the next one up. Since we're on a Monster Hunter. I should probably bring my boy out. Don't worry, there are more women. We do have some more women. But I'm gonna bring my boy out. Gora Magala. This man. Now, chaotic Gora Magala. Shiga Magala? No. I like the dark broody type. Okay. Fallen Angel. Come on. 100%. Is that the jet? Gora Magala is not the jet dragon. That's Volstrax. This is he's in Generations and Rise. Okay, so there's been some data mining that happened. Apparently he might be coming to Wilds, and if he does, oh my gosh, my boy's coming to Wilds. I hope he does. Okay, you know what I just started also noticing? I very, very much have a type. Look at the dragons. Playing it one day, yeah. I started in Rise because my boyfriend thought it might be easier to teach me how to play the game in Rise, because Rise teaches you really well about how the fighting mechanics work. World teaches you how, I would say teaches you, like, you know, shows you how they are really good at storytelling, but also how really impressive some of these monsters can get. I think that's what World teaches you. World does not teach you fighting techniques. World teaches you more about how to get better at status effects, and also how different elements work for different weapons. I would say for just fighting mechanics and learning the fighting techniques and all of those sort of stuff, like the basics, go to Rise. Then go to World, because World's going to teach you so much more. One teaches a mechanic, the other tells story. Exactly, yeah. Someone was saying to do World first, and I was like, a newbie to World, they are going to quit so quickly, because World is very complex if you don't already know how to play any of the games. Rise is very much easier for newbies. I feel like Rise and I wouldn't say Monster Hunter Stories. I don't think that really teaches you much. I think Monster Hunter Stories is like its own game, honestly. But Rise definitely prepares you. But I think like putting a noob on hard difficulty, exactly. Like if I was like my first Dark Souls game that I'm gonna try and play, especially when I get a new PC, because I do have Elden Ring. I do want to play Elden Ring. I tried to play it once, but like a lot of stuff was not working right, so I will play it again someday. But Elden Ring, I feel like, is pretty difficult. But at least in that game, like, I know it's supposed to be difficult, right? You jump into Monster Hunter World, every single large monster is its own boss fight. You don't have a bunch of little enemies that you build up to where you get to the boss. No. Every monster that you hunt is a boss fight. And that's what makes it so much more difficult. That's why I even said Monster Hunter is harder than any Dark Souls game. Because with Dark Souls, you could just run around and going and picking up loot and all that sort of stuff. But Monster Hunter is like all boss fight. A boss rush, yeah. Because you're also on a time limit. You're on a time limit. Like, most Dark Souls, like almost all Dark Souls, do not have a time limit. You don't have a time limit. It's unlimited. But with Monster Hunter, you are on the clock. You are on the clock. You have this amount of time to hunt this monster. You cannot like fail. You have to keep going. Oh no, there's an ad that's gonna be coming up in a minute. I don't want you ads. So let's quickly shoot some, I don't know. Should we do like one more? Let's try. I'll bring up. We have 2 more Monster Hunter monsters. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do Lightning Dog. Oh my gosh, he's massive. Well, I mean, he's supposed to be. That's how that works. That's what she said. That is what I said. Lightning Dog. Of course I had to bring Zinogre. I freaking love the Zinogre armor. Some of the Zinogre armor is great. But also some of the buffs. I like those buffs. Especially as an insect glaive user. Those buffs be good. Not all of them, but like some of them. I would say that there's other armor that's definitely better, but I like the Zinogre armor. But he good dog. He also breakdancing dog. Come on. And he shoots lightning. I am a storm god. Lightning. It fits. It works. Oh. Form over function. Exactly. Just looks good. Okay, you're gonna go right there. We're really filling this tree. We need a tree topper. I know who's gonna be our tree topper. Don't worry about that. I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Oh. right when that happens, ads play. All right, I'll wait until you guys get back from ads and then we'll continue on. Oh my gosh. But let me just like count how many do we have left? Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have 8 more to go through. It's already been over an hour. Well, you know what? This is great content. I freaking love this. I didn't think I would actually like this, but you know what? This is so fun. Maybe I'll do another one in future. Like, oh, collab Hear Me Out cake. Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun. Ideas. Maybe for my birthday. We'll do another Hear Me Out. I feel like these Hear Me Outs are really funny. Also, I just like it in general, okay? I feel like we could have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Lots of fun doing stuff. A new thing. I don't know where I was going with that. I like doing things, doing stuff. We do what we need to do. And I don't know what that is, but all I know is it's going to get bad. You know what? I'll bring up the last monster for Monster Hunter. So these will be all the Monster Hunter monsters. Again, I have a type. There's a type going on, okay? This is not our tree topper, by the way. I have a different one. I just have to wait for you all to be done with the ads, and then we'll be coming right back. Oh, mama, mama. Mama. Baba Booey. I don't remember if anyone remembers what that's from. I feel like it's from the Flintstones from what I remember. Or Boomerang in general. I'm aging myself so much. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed the ads. By the way, I did not have the Xenomorph on. But I was thinking maybe in the future I might want to do a collab Hear Me Out where everyone has to send me their Hear Me Out and they have to label it like 1 through whatever, and like you can only have this amount, and then like 1 by 1 we'll just like put our Hear Me Outs on a cake or something, because this started because of the Hear Me Out cakes on freaking TikTok, and I was like, I want to do one. But I'll make it a stream, and then I was like, well, Christmas is coming around, let's do this is fun. I actually like this has been really fun. And I was like, ooh, maybe for my birthday, maybe for a birthday we'll do it, because I was like, that would be so much fun to do a birthday stream with that. Put her friend's dad on it. Oh my gosh, yes. That's why I was like, I don't want to do real people. I might put a thing of don't do real people. That also goes for like actors and stuff. You could do like characters that the actors have played, but you can't do like, you know, you can't do like Chris Evans, but you could do like Captain America, right? That's what I would do. By the way, didn't I hear that Chris Evans is going to be coming back as the Torch? I didn't even know that the original Fantastic Four, that was Chris Evans. He got so bulky for Captain America. I didn't even notice. Bro, he was such a scrawny little teen, man. Just a scrawny little guy, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, like, bro, what happened to you? But anyways, but that's probably how I would do it if I did this like with a collab. I think it would be fun. I feel like a lot, you know, I feel like people are you know, they're done with the smash or pass. It's now time for the Hear Me Out, okay? But anyways, Hear Me Out, Rathalos. I was supposed to be saying Hear Me Out and then saying what it was, but I kept forgetting. It's been an hour, man. I can't believe that this has been going on for an hour. I thought we wouldn't have enough. I was gonna put more. I was like, you know what? I should probably grab more. But yeah. Anyways, Rathalos. Look, do you see what's on this tree? Of course I'm putting the Rathalos on here. By the way, Rathalos and Rathian. I know. Okay, Rathalos in world is so hard to fight. I'm gonna be honest here, but sometimes I want to be whacked by that tail, okay? Sometimes I want it to whack me out of the sky, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, so many people have wondered that. I am not. I'm definitely not. I know, I've tested. Anyways, that was all our Monster Hunter monsters. So I believe the only thing that we have left is Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate / D&D and Disney. So you know what? Let's bring out another lady. Okay, so I feel like she's really obscure. But Queen Enchant. I feel like her name's Queen Enchant. It's Queen something from Enchanted. Which was basically it was like a reverse isekai. This movie was a reverse isekai where basically the magical cartoon characters ended up in the real world. I loved that movie. Also, Disenchanted. I didn't really like Disenchanted because there was like a sequel that they made like some years later that came out that was called Disenchanted. I didn't really like it, but Enchanted, freaking loved it. It was great. It's one of my all-time movies. Last year, yeah, it came out last year. It was like only last year, but the queen from Enchanted, okay, her in her cartoon and live action, sexual awakening. Okay, look at her. She's like the evil queen, and she's like every single like Disney villain put all together, and I love her. I love her so much. She's so beautiful. She also does give me Lady D vibes a lot too. Definitely. Lady D before Lady D existed, okay? But I love her. She was so great. Also, I love just how they did things, and just like also her, again, this was also live action too. It was animated and live action. Gives me Hot Lady from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit? Oh my gosh, I forgot to put her on this too. Jessica Rabbit could get it. She could take me any day. Freaking love Jessica Rabbit. Love her so goddamn much. Anyways, we're gonna put our lovely queen down here. I'm gonna make sure she's big enough to see. There we go. Love her. I told you we got more women. We got ladies. We got ladies. You know, the ladies nuts on your face. Anyway, switching back over to Baldur's. You can't tell me that you wouldn't. You cannot tell me that you wouldn't. Alright? She's a leader. She's strong. She protect. That Toon Force would do wonders. It would. But anyways, Jaheira. Freaking love Jaheira. I actually love Jaheira, like, in story quest wise. Like, I think that she's pretty cool. And I think, like, she mainly turns into, like, a jaguar, too. Wait a minute. She turns... You know what jaguars are kind of also related to? Cougars? Huh. Really weird with that one. I'm not gonna question Larian Studios for that, but that was genius moves. Genius brain moves. That was some 5D chess right there that I just played. But I just love her, honestly. I think she's really sweet and she's really nice, and she has years on her. She would know how to show you a good time. All right? She would 100% know how to show you a good time. Oh, our thing is getting a little, well, this is supposed to be a decorating. We're running out of room. Which maybe is a good thing because we only have a few left. And then we'll just chat for a bit. We'll talk and chat. I feel like some people are gonna come in, they're gonna be like, what the frick is this? But anyways, yeah, all we have is like D&D. So you know what? We're gonna go some easier routes. I think this is he who was... Oh my gosh, it literally is written. Yeah, he who was. I'm not joking. That is his actual name. He does not have like a name for, he has that like classic edgy name. Shall not be named. Oh, it's he who shall not be named. Okay, yeah. Thank you. I haven't gotten to this character in Baldur's Gate, but his design I'm totally looking at his eyes, guys. I'm totally looking at his eyes. That a Voldemort reference? I think it is, but he's also like there's more going on to his character than that. I do believe. I just haven't gotten to him yet, but would. Like, again, he's an elf, you know? He shall not be named as Voldemort. Yeah, I think he who was is kind of a little bit of a reference, but I don't think it's a full reference. We're gonna kind of cover up the Rathalos over here, but here we go. Also, he has a raven. He has a white raven, which is basically an albino raven, which is really cool because that means that he's a pet dad, and he knows how to take care of a bird. Bruh, anyone that knows how to take care of a bird, they can deal with you, all right? Because they know the headaches. All right, we're gonna go with a safe one. Odin, yeah. We're going with a safe. I know. I'm putting Astarion on here, but look, I don't like Astarion just because hot, sexy vampire. I love Astarion because he precious baby boy. That's the reason I like him. Precious baby boy that needs to be protected. That is me. Astarion is not a hear me out. Astarion is 100% a hear me out. The reason being, okay, is because the reason that I like him is not the reason people like him. Because a lot of people like him, like, because they're like, oh, that's not a hear me out because, like, you know, hot, sexy vampire man. I'm like, screw the hot, sexy vampire man. I would still pursue him even if he wasn't hot, sexy vampire man. Because I love his character. Because he is baby boy that must be protected. Bella wannabe. They are Bella wannabes, bruh. Because they're the same people that love Twilight. And I'm like, I hated Twilight. I hated Twilight. Twilight was shit, okay? But then apparently I found out that the person that wrote it is a Mormon. She's part of the she's not completely religious, part of the LDS church. But she doesn't like go all the time, but yeah. And then I'm like, huh. Yeah, no wonder it's kind of a little weird. No wonder the book's a little weird, because I was like, whoa, shit, wait a minute, what? And apparently there's a pipeline. We hate Twilight. This post was made by Underworld. Oh my gosh. Bro. Have you also seen like the thing where it's like the 6 degrees, like what was it? 9/11 caused the writing of Twilight or something like that? Like because like the reasons that people did certain things was because this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Bro, cause effect is real. A lot of people don't think it's real. I'm like, bruh, it's 100% real. Anyways, I feel like some people. No, it was My Chemical Romance, then Twilight, then... Oh! Well, no, but still, 9/11 did end up causing Twilight. So, ergo, it's still in the pipeline. It's still in there. Bro, the fact that we also have to deal with the idea that 9/11 also caused My Chemical Romance, and we also have to deal with the fact that it caused 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, 90 Shades of Grey. Bro, They keep writing and then we get 90 Shades of Grey and it's like, oh my gosh. What happened to 1, 2, 3, and 4? Those shades are too light. We had to go darker. Sorry, we went to 90. Oh my gosh. But anyways, Mind Flare. I feel like yes, a lot of people would understand, but like I feel like some people would be like, no, I couldn't. But I'm like, do you see that face? That is a very kissable face right there. Very, very kissable. The, you know, the claws, the talons and all that. I feel like we could cut that, you know, we could give him a little trim. Yes. Look, remember, we said anything but human. None of these are human. Okay, technically, the only human character on here is this. But then again, I wouldn't really call her human because she's like a sorceress that is a dragon. So, ergo, I don't think she's completely human. Technically, she would be the only human on this list. Bro, dealing with the fact that the only person that's a human on this list is a freaking queen from Disney. Oh my gosh. Alright. Now we're gonna get into some Astarion was what? No. Astarion is an elf. Astarion is an elf. That's why it's called the Pale Elf Quest. He is an elf. He wasn't a half elf either. He is a full elf. So he's a full-blooded elf because how vampirism in D&D works, also with lycanthropy too, which is werewolf. How it works is anybody can get it. It doesn't matter what race you are, you can end up being in. That's why, like, technically you can have a goblin that's a vampire. You can have a vampire goblin, which is really weird. That reminds me, we need to draw a particular D&D character for a D&D campaign called Granny B. Tarrasque vampire. Yes, you can have a Tarrasque vampire. Someone did do that once for homebrew. They homebrewed it, bro. I didn't think you can as long as it's not already undead, you can turn anything into a vampire. I believe there are rules. There are rules. So there are rules to changing into to getting changed in. Okay, but anyways, I feel like this is a Fear in anyone. I know, right? I have to still watch Fearin. I have to still watch it. I love listening to the OSTs, like, and also the like opening. I like listening to the music from it, but I have yet to actually watch it. I have to though. I feel like it would be really good. I know it's good. I know it's good, but yeah, I don't think I have to explain myself, do I? I don't think there is a need for explanations. They're just going on here. There we go. There's no need for me to explain. Exactly. All right, I do believe this is our last one. This is the end. This is probably gonna be the most questionable one. This is gonna be one that you just go, what? Hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, this is the mirror from... This is the mirror. How would you even... Okay, the thing is... I am okay, so let me just preface this, all right? Because this might make sense. This might make sense for everything. I am asexual. The reasons these things are up here is not for in bed. There's other reasons for more platonic reasons. But are they also hot? Yes. But this one, purely platonic. Purely 100% platonic. I feel like this makes more sense for the entire rest of this stuff. Like, the voice. I mean, the voice, yeah. But also, he would tell me that I'm pretty. You tell me I'm pretty. Come on. Wouldn't you want your partner to always tell you that you're pretty all the time? And, you know, don't worry. If he says that I'm not the prettiest, then, you know, someone may or may not be not alive the next day. And then I'll be pretty again. And by the way, yes, he is our tree topper. He would glow, okay? He glows. So, tree topper. Because he's all bright and stuff. I mean, there's a few other people. Isn't that the plots of Snow White? Listen. I mean, isn't that the reason the mirror exists? Like... I just slowly become the evil queen. Look. Watch out for boulders. I will. I'll make sure to watch out for... I'm a god. I can't be killed by a boulder. I just pop up like a... like a little cockroach. How would I even hurt? Oh my gosh. But we have the completed hear me out. A magic boulder? It doesn't matter. It can't be killed by a boulder. If you the funny thing is, if you want to learn more about like how the god stuff works within like my lore and world, gods can technically die, but they do come back. So technically I would just be reborn again, but I would keep all my memories. So I would remember the boulder and I would remember not to get near them. But hold on a minute. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this for thumbnails. Yay! Perfect shot. Like reincarnation. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, if you wanna read more, like I have to do a thing because I want to do some stuff with it, but I think it's there you go. But there's only a few chapters out right now, but eventually I'm gonna like go over it more, and eventually I might do like frequently asked questions stuff and things like that. But that's like later stuff. Most of like there's like more world building that's happening behind the scenes that's not in the comic at all. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I was like thinking about making like basically like a little history book where it just goes over all the history stuff and like itty bitty stuff of all the different things, because it would explain like so much more about things. So there is that. Yeah. Yeah. Rudy, setting up the Rudy Goldberg machine in the background. Oh my gosh. No. It is more of like, I would say that if you've ever read Lord of the Rings, and you know how Tolkien had like a whole history, like a whole history book on the history of Middle Earth? Like, that's what I have. That's what's there. That's what's in the background of the comic. It's just all of that stuff. But we are gonna be making like some. There are gonna be references and other things, but it's like if you kind of don't know it, well, I'm trying to write it as you don't need to know it if you don't want to know it, right? So you can still read and enjoy it and be fine. But it's like, for the people that might want more, I might write it. I'm gonna write it. I'm not gonna make a comic or anything. I'm just gonna write it and maybe have like some art associated with it. Kind of like D&D. It's there, but not mandatory. Exactly. And the other thing is, you don't even need to read the comic in order to understand any of my VTuber lore either. It's just there. I'm just making it for fun at this point. It's hard work, but it's fun. Actually, I'm like thinking about it. Should I show you guys a little sneak peek of the current chapters I'm working on? Because I kind of work on 2 chapters at a time. Because what I do is I do prep work for 2 chapters. So prep work just means kind of thumbnails. And then I do like a blocking with like 3D model blocking it out and stuff. And then I'm currently like sketching them. So I will show you some sneak peeks. I will show you actually a sneak peek for chapter 4 that I'm going to be posting up soon. I think, yeah, because chapter 4 is next. And you know what I might do is I might transform into my other model. I have more models. Let me transform into me other models. Unfortunately, my hat will disappear, but that is okay. Ba 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 ba. Oh, for some reason I am behind all of this. I don't know why I'm behind. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, so I do have a male model, and this will make sense when I pull up the thing. This is an actual page that is in the comic. Oh my gosh, why are you? I don't know why it's like that, but okay, here, you're gonna go over here. This is an actual page from the comic. So, my models will be making an appearance. Buff man with those aren't thigh highs. Those are not thigh highs. Those are pants. Those are pants. They're pants. This model has boots, but I put it as pants. These are pants that have a cut in them with fishnets. I don't know. I wanted it to be cool. I wanted it to be cool. But yeah, so, and the funny thing is this model is called Daddy Art, so technically Daddy Art is going to be in the comic, but there is a reason, there is a lore reason to why he's there. You just won't know it until several chapters later, because currently right now, the first arc, which is like kind of like the first season, if you want to think about it, is gonna be ending at like chapter 10, like 10 or 11, I believe. So, yeah. And then I'll be taking a break to go through the next arc, which is gonna be our next kind of season. So far, there's gonna be like 7 arcs already planned, and then plus the 8th and 9th arc, because the 9th arc is just aftermath, like, and then the 8th arc is like our final conclude. The 8th arc is our final conclusion. Like, everything been building up to this. I'm trying to pace it out really well. Still trying to keep like a pretty good pace with it. I think I've been doing well with pacing so far. We're gonna see how that goes for future though. But it does publish monthly. I don't know if I'll post in February though. There's a reason, because I feel like I might be too busy playing Monster Hunter Wilds. So I'm gonna not post anything then. So it'll be January, then a break, and then it'll be posting again in March. And then, you know, March, April, May, all throughout until like it ends. But so far I'm doing really well by keeping like two chapters ahead. So in case something comes up, then it's like at least I have like a buffer zone to that. Can't do lore, I'm doing monster. Exactly. It's like I can't do lore, I'm doing Monster Hunter. Yeah, but I'm the only one working on my comic, so it does kind of make it a little bit difficult. You know, being like the only person working on it. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I don't know what the freak happened, but okay. Hold on, let me put a Santa hat on him. Let me put a Santa hat. Cause why the heck not? I feel like it's just funny. But yeah, I feel like I've been having like a lot of fun. But you know what? I will show you from the current chapters that I'm working on, because I have 4 and 5 done. Now I'm working on 6 and 7. The fact I've gotten up to 6 and 7 is mind-boggling to me, honestly. But let me show you. I was trying to explain your view, but it's slower. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot slower. I actually was thinking about posting on Webtoon, but then I was like, I'm looking at chapter 6 and 7 and then like 8 and 9 and all of that, and I'm like, oh, there's a reason I can't post on Webtoon. I wouldn't be able to make it as dark as I want to. Like, I feel like a lot of sites, unfortunately, if I'm posting it on my own website, right? Which makes it really good, because then I can make it kind of about as dark as I want to. No, we're not going like really, really dark, but I can post what I want to and have not really a lot of regulation, or not really a lot of, not regulations, not really like a whole lot of rules that I have to keep to. Because there's one page in this where I don't think that I would have been able to show it at all if I was posting on Webtoon. Not Berserk, but not, yeah, not Berserk, but not Disney, yeah. But, I'll just show you this little funny guy. I'll show you this little funny guy. This is from chapter 6. Here's a little funny guy. If you're on Patreon, you already know what this guy's name is. If you're not on Patreon, then you don't know who he is. Goat or horse? Me either. It is a fantasy world, so they're not normal. Though I will admit, yes, I did use a horse as the base. But if anyone remembers Princess Mononoke, there is some inspiration there. So so some of the animals and creatures that we will be meeting are a little bit non-conventional. Like Avatar, a mixture of two. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Technically, these animals, even though that they are definitely used for a lot of traveling and stuff, I will just say that even though that is the case, these technically are sacred animals because of different things. Your favorite? What? Oh my gosh, the turtle ducks! Oh, I might put a reference to turtle ducks. I don't know. Now I feel like I'm obligated to. I freaking love the turtle ducks. They're so cute. I want a turtle duck plushie now. I don't think they exist. I would have to probably commission one. Or make my own. I do have my own sewing machine. I could probably try and make a pattern for it. I just haven't turned that sewing machine on. It probably is dusty. Probably need to clean it a little bit. Have them drinking cactus juice? Oh my gosh. I mean, cactuses do exist. Because we're gonna go with a character that's in a desert area, so cactuses do exist. But I feel like people would know not to drink cactus juice. I don't know. But yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really great at doing creatures or like drawing like animals very much. So that's why I did use a horse as a base. But I kind of already had an idea. But yeah, by the way, yes, they do have a little itty bitty beard. I think it can be specials. Maybe I'll think about it. But yeah, only on so far right now, only the Patreon members know what that little guy's name is. If you want to join the I'm gonna be honest out here, we do have a Patreon, but the Patreon's very cheap, and I try and make it that it is. You don't have to join the Patreon if you don't want to. It's just more of there's sometimes little extra bits that I do put in there, but eventually I do post online about it. So it's just you kind of get a little early sneak peeks, and that's pretty much it. I try not put anything exclusive back there. The only things that are sometimes kind of exclusive is the NSFW one, and that one is exclusive. Because I just don't feel comfortable posting it on social media. So that one is like, that's the only one that's kind of like blocked back there. I think it's just like, it's not that I don't feel like uncomfortable about it. It's just like, I feel comfortable drawing it. I'm just like, I kind of don't want to post it on social media, but I do want to post it out for people to see. Oh, well, I'll just post it here in the Patreon instead. That's just how I am. But again, I always say, like, you don't have to, it's just there. It's just I don't really like to I'm trying to think. I don't really like to peddle stuff to you guys a lot. So I'll just say like this much, like there is stuff that I do constantly post up, even though there's nobody in there. Nobody's in the Patreon. There's nobody, and I still post up there. I post because it gives me an outlet to post somewhere with stuff I'm working on and just go, no one's gonna see it. You don't mind it, but don't want it next to the safe work. Yeah, I think like most of my social media is very much more safe for work. If I do have anything 18 plus, it's like tasteful. Like it's not really showing a whole lot, right? So there's that. But yeah, I don't mind like drawing it. Like, let's say like somebody commissions me for NSFW work. I do not mind drawing NSFW. It's more of just like, for me and my personal branding and what I've made, I'm more of like a funny little guy. I'm not really a lewd tuber or a lewd, I say lewd things sometimes, but I'm not like out here a lewd tuber, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't mind drawing the NSFW stuff for my personal stuff and putting it on Patreon. But for my own like personal branding, I'm not really that much yeah. It's just like kind of how it is, that's all. And honestly, even the NSFW stuff that's in there is kind of, there's only one that I think there's two pieces that I would say are kind of spicy, but most of the other stuff is kind of, I would say, tame. It's pretty tame. It's not really that bad. We'll swear, but not be found on the orange and black site. Will not be on, yeah. But it's just like, you know, I have it there for people in case people, it's honestly, this is how I view Patreon, because like I might start putting some stuff on Ko-Fi as well, not the NSFW stuff, but the I actually can't put that stuff on Ko-Fi actually, but I can put like any of the behind the scenes stuff, and I might even make it be that any supporters, like anybody that's supported me or donated, like can see it, and you would just get early access to stuff. I don't think that you would, I would say members get early access to reading the chapter like earlier, but that's it. Because I've been thinking about doing more stuff with like Ko-Fi. It's just been kind of like hard for me to figure out, because like again, it's like I want to work on the comic and like other content stuff more than be working on like social media and stuff like that. Because I always have, my problem with social media is I always never know what to post. I never do. I'm like, I should post something, and then I just go, yeah, I should. What do I post? I don't know. Okay. And then I never post. And honestly, I feel like that's okay. And I'm just gonna now just post when I want to and when I can. One, keeps me from because sometimes when I try and post something, I end up doom scrolling. So keeps me from doing that. It keeps me from doing that. And you know, and I'll at least do this much. I'll try post once a day, but if I don't feel like posting that day, then there's no posts. I was even thinking about like posting more, you know, yeah, go for it. Only one stopping you is you. Exactly. I think most of the time it's like, you know, I feel like one thing that a lot of people like say with being like a creator is just like, oh, you should be posting like a lot. And I'm like, actually a lot of these sites now hate when people are posting too much. So it's actually better for you to maybe not be posting as much as you think that you should. Just post when you want and when you can, and if people see it, they see it, and if people don't, they don't. Even like on TikTok, like I've lessened my posting, and it's actually been helping me. Funny enough. But funny enough, it's actually been helping. So that's really great. So I think it's just like, I think nowadays, I think what people want is they want more quality content, not just whatever. I mean, you can still do that like on Blue Sky. Like you can kind of like post what you're kind of feeling, or like if something's come up or something like that. And sometimes I do that. I'll just like message up that quality over quantity. Exactly. Yeah. And I think like a lot of people just say like, no, you need to post like anything and everything. And I'm like, if you're trying to like make a business or something like that, yeah, you need to be like posting more consistently for more people to see you. With content creation, I feel like that's kind of the opposite. Cause when you're posting up a bunch of content constantly, people are gonna get tired of seeing you. So they're gonna block you. Or they're gonna mute you or something. They're gonna do something to get you off of the feed because they don't want to see your stuff anymore. So you have to be like careful with content creation, I feel like. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be doom scrolling as much anymore. I get really bad imposter syndrome from looking at other content creators. Oh my goodness. Those came out of nowhere. I get really bad imposter syndrome with content creation, so I think I just need to be off social media for the most part and just post when I can and when I want to. I will say what I'm gonna be doing more is trying to be more in the Discord, kind of chatting there a bit more, because we do have a Discord server, if you want to come and join. And then I just remembered because the during the Discord was just popped up. But I'm gonna be trying to be in there more, and you'll see me probably like working on art stuff. We do have like a working room, and the working room is just it's mute. You can't chat with me, or you can't like talk, but you can just like kind of sit in there. We can just chill. You can like play your game, and you can just watch me draw or something like that. And that's kind of how that one works. Or sometimes I'm you know, maybe I'll play some games and just and we could talk and play games or something like that. I don't know, just kind of be much more chiller, because I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just sometimes get overwhelmed really easily with stuff because I feel like I'm always gonna make a mistake. I always feel like I'm gonna make a mistake, and that fear of making a mistake is just super ingrained in me, and there's nothing I can do to really break it. So it's something I have to unlearn myself. It's hard to unlearn it, but I'll get there, because I think it's just like 2025, the year of just doing what I want to do and what I want to make. And right now I want to, I want to work on my lore video, I want to work on my comic, and I want to keep, of course, like doing streams with you guys, and making little shorts content and stuff like that, and keep doing that as well, and just have fun and try and chat with you guys more in the Discord, have some fun together with you guys there, and yeah. And then it's like, I want to try and make some more merch items also for our merch store, which, by the way, even though it has some VTubing stuff, it also is other stuff as well. Kind of want to make more things for that. I think there's like a lot of big things, and I just need to kind of really organize it. Bro, this is why I need a manager. I need somebody to tell me, like, what the fuck am I supposed to organize? Because honestly, out here, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to really focus on a lot of things, So I gotta line up some stuff and get it done. One thing I kind of want to do as well is maybe eventually make some, I don't know. I was thinking about making adoptables, but what I might do is more pre-made models that people can get, and customize, for what they want to do, because I want to do that. I don't know what to do. I need an adult. I know I am an adult, and I need an adult, man. But yeah, that's kind of like how it ends up being sometimes. It's just a little crazy, but I do want to talk about more things, and I was thinking tomorrow just talking about stuff. That's kind of what I want to do. Tomorrow is just gonna also be like a just chatting, and we just kind of have a chat and have fun, because tomorrow is gonna be tomorrow's gonna be my last stream of the year. So that just means that tomorrow is gonna be my last stream for 2024, and then 2025 will be, so I won't see you guys until 2025, because I just want to, I kind of want to spend the weekend just like next weekend with my family and just kind of chill and relax and not really have to worry about too much, and then just kind of see where we go with 2025. But there's a few things. I'm gonna organize it a little bit, and we're gonna kind of have a more serious talk tomorrow about a lot of things. But I'll just tell you guys this much. Depending on how things go next year, I hope that I don't have to do this, but I might have to go on, like, I might have to quit depending on how next year goes. Which I don't want to do, right? I would say, like, it would be more a hiatus and being infrequent, and I don't really want to do that. I want to be with you guys more, and it's really sad to kind of think about that or talk about that, but that kind of is the truth about what might happen. So I hope that doesn't, because we don't know what 2025 holds, and who knows, you know, something might happen and we might get more awesome people here. We might get, you know, more people interested in stuff, and see where it kind of goes from there. And who knows? No one ever really knows what the future holds. But I'm always very nervous and scared about what could happen. And again, I always feel like I'm gonna fail. So we'll just see how it goes. I hope it doesn't have to end that way. I don't want it to, because it would be really sad for me to like debut my 2.0 and then only use it for a few months and then have to disappear. Because that's no fair. That's no fair to me. That's no fair to you. And we'll just have to see what happens next year. I'm kind of like sorry, I'm like also looking to see who we can raid, because we are gonna be raiding. Or, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I want to raid. Why did I have to start talking about things for 2025? Now I'm bummed. Now I bummed myself out. How'd I do that? No, here's some fun things. I know that a lot of people, I actually have to do this. I need to post up all of the art that I've made in 2024. Maybe not all of it, but like a little 9x9 about it. Have you seen Tron Legacy? Yes. I have seen Tron Legacy. I've also seen the original Tron. That's just because I saw it. Oh my goodness. Mama. I'm trying to see if there is some... No. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I actually just don't feel like raiding today. Maybe we'll raid tomorrow. It depends. But I knew this was gonna be a short stream anyways. But I did enjoy being here with you guys and doing this Hear Me Out. We might do... I think that this will be fun to do next year too, because we'll see how my tastes change and if we need to add more people. Because there's a list of people that I haven't put on here. So I'm gonna have a little folder of Hear Me Out and I'm gonna add more to it. We're gonna have so many. We're gonna have so many. Some that I forgot. But yeah. may need to make a list so you don't forget. No, I have so I have a folder of all of the pictures, and I'm just gonna keep adding to that folder. Actually, you know what? Let me show you guys something I'm kind of currently working on. Okay, so this is something fun, and I might talk about this tomorrow as well. But I was looking through some of my old, oh my gosh, this is like an old sketchbook, a very old sketchbook. Here, let me snooze that. This is an old sketchbook drawing from like 2019, 2020-ish. Like the sketchbook is like 2019 to 2020, right? And if you read my comic a little bit, you might notice there's some similarities between this and my comic. Gives Percy Jackson and Adventure Time gender swap at the same time. Oh my gosh. You know what? It kind of does. But this was an original idea of some characters to make a, like, I was gonna make like a comic of some sort or something, and I was kind of like sketching characters. This is like before I really had a laptop or anything to really draw these characters, so I kind of started redrawing them. But then I started thinking about it more, and I was like, these characters, if I think about it, are like, here, let me open this one up too. Oh my gosh. But I started redrawing this one. So the middle one, I kind of redrew them to be more like on the road kind of thing. Also made new signatures. I wanted to make a new signature. That would be easy to like watermark my stuff and things. But I started thinking about it more, and I was like, you know what's really funny about this picture? Is that this probably was actually the start of a lot of things, because Stark Industries logo, it kind of does, yeah. That's kind of how I ended up starting to sign my A's, is like a star. That ended up being like how I just signed stuff, so I kept it because I started it, and then I was like, "Ooh, that looks really cute," so I started doing that. But I was like thinking about it. I was like, I think this is the start of like the idea of the lore comic and of making my VTuber lore. And by the way, I started doing VTubing in 2020. So, well, kind of not really 2020. I like thought about doing streaming in 2020. I believe I started in 2021, like really doing it. And then I kind of, you know, and I was still in university at the time, so I wasn't able to really stream a whole lot because I was really focused on university. I actually made this while I was in university. And I was kind of like thinking about like making something of this. And the fact that I am now is like seeing where this kind of idea started and then where we're going with it. But I kind of do want to revisit this maybe for like another comic story. And the funny thing is, this was originally going to be called Not Your Hero. And it's basically very similar to the comic story in the way of, oh, these people have like these, but it was a little different. So it was like all these people have like a different like magical mark, like a blessing on them by the gods or whatever. And the gods were like whatever, it didn't matter, like the gods weren't really a part of anything. And and it's like, hey, you have to go on this quest and be able to and find all of these people and then like save the world. That's basically what it was. It was very, very anime tropey, right? And then and it was called Not Your Hero because this character in the middle, who I redrew, is not part of this. They have a mark on their hand here, but that mark is actually an injury. So the Percy Jackson claiming, kind of, but it's like a birthmark. And and the funny thing is like they ended up having so they ended up having this mark on them, but this mark was caused by an injury. It was not like a blessing given to them from birth or something like that. It was not it's not a birthmark. It specifically had to be a birthmark, and it was not a birthmark, but they all thought it was, like, and she didn't like say that it wasn't. So for like a long time throughout the entirety of the story, she's like, you know what, I'll just pretend to be their hero so that then I can get fame and glory like Kratos. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, kind of. But she like pretends to be part of this group, and apparently she's supposed to be like the main like leader because she has like the mark of the main leader, and she's supposed to be the leader, but she's a thief. Her entire background is that she is a thief. But then she's like tasked with being this hero, so she does it so she can get a shit ton of money and fame, right? So like that's what she thinks that she's gonna get. And then when they find the real person, because there is a real person, they go like, you know, like, how could you like do all the things that you've done? Like you're like such a great friend to us. And it's like, well, we still want you to be part of the group. And then they kind of go, no, I actually, the only reason I was part of you guys was because of this and this and that. So yeah, I wasn't here because I wanted to be your friend. I was here because I wanted to like steal your money and stuff, which isn't like true. It like wasn't true at all. Like it was gonna be more complicated and complex. So that's why I'm like, I kind of want to revisit this, but if I do, I need to completely redesign these characters. And the reason being is because this literally is Luthador. This is literally Luthador over here, the demon guy. Like, the broken horn is exactly the same too. I did not reference that. I 100% didn't. Hold on, let me pull up Luthador. I need to pull him up. Give me a second. Come here, Luthador. Where are you? Did I put him in here? I did. Okay. I rearranged some stuff. Let me get like let me get a better picture of him. Oh no, I feel like this one would be better. Yeah, this one would be better. Here we go. It's fucking Luthador. It's the same color and everything, even the red eyes. Oh my gosh, it's freaking... I came to this assumption like later on, but oh my god, the similarities. Look at them. It's so funny. I made this in 2019. I made this guy in like 2021. Yep, that's this is his redesign. I don't even think this guy had a name. I think none of these characters had names. I just drew them. That's so funny. But anyways, let me throw these away. But yeah, there's a few other old sketchbook pictures I have too that I might go through as well. We'll talk about it more like tomorrow with art stuff. It is kind of fun, you know? That's the main point. I want to have some fun with you guys tomorrow, considering it's the last day. We'll go over Twitch recap too, because I feel like we need to do that. We're just gonna chat and, you know, just say I'm probably gonna scare everybody tomorrow, because I'm gonna be like, it's the last stream, guys. I'm gonna call it the last stream. You know, scare everybody. Might as well make it look like I'm graduating, you know. Anything for them clicks, right? No. But I wouldn't be wrong. It's the last stream of the year. But there is a lot of good things that I can talk about because of some things that have happened. But yeah. I'm gonna have a nightmare taking this tree down. Clickbait. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta do the clickbait. I mean, have you seen the thumbnail? Okay, so here, let me go over to here. Okay, this is gonna be weird. But I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail. Oh my gosh, it's on my head. I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail for the hear me out stuff. So I feel like this is pretty clickbaity. Like, look at that. If you saw that, you'd be like, yeah, I'm clicking on that. I mean, it's not that clickbaity. But hey, you know what? Tomorrow, just post out last stream. I'll miss you guys. Bro, that's gonna get so many people be like, no, she's graduating. Add some question marks over a few of them. I might do that. Cause I have all these pictures. So I might do something fun. I might put some of them in silhouette. That's what I might do. Take them out, put them in silhouette. More clickbait. I've gotten better at doing thumbnails over the years. If you saw my earlier thumbnails on YouTube, like, bruh. Because I do, like, post all of these onto YouTube eventually, so. I actually need to schedule some YouTube shorts to put out. Because I do make clips and I edit them and I make short content, but I'm gonna be honest out here, I hate channels that are just dedicated to making shorts. I don't like that. I don't like that idea. So right now, my entire YouTube channel is kind of like a mishmash hodgepodge of different things. Just all my streams and shorts and stuff like that. At one point, I feel like in the future, I do want to make like a more like dedicated VODs channel, dedicated maybe a dedicated like art and game channel as well. I don't know about the art one though. I feel like because I don't want to just like make a whole bunch of art stuff. I don't know. I'll just maybe post art. I don't think I could do like tutorials and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see. So let me minimize that. And then I think we're gonna just end it off here because I'm gonna be honest, I just can't. I don't know who to raid. I don't got any idea. If you do could you call it art and crafts? Oh my gosh. No, the funny thing is, do you want to know what I call my art stream? I call art does art. That's what I call my art streams. So technically what I would call it is art does art. The funny thing is that because I have Art Creates as my name, I could literally just do Art Creates Games. No, I feel like that people would think like I I would be a game maker. Nah. But art does games and art does art. I feel like is really funny. But yeah. I keep like saying that I want to go and like leave it off here, but then I'm like, I want to keep chatting with you guys. But then I'm like, if I keep chatting, I'll have nothing to talk about with you guys tomorrow. Art creates gameplay. That might not be bad, but there is an ad coming up and I can't skip it anymore. So I think I think Twitch is currently telling me, hey, should probably end it off here. We're not gonna raid today because I feel like, you know, I don't feel like raiding. I kind of just want to go and chillax and maybe work on my comic and do some clippies. So yeah, do some clippies. Yeah, clips. So without any further ado, I do want to thank you all for joining this really funny hear me out tree decorating. I might do this again. We are gonna talk tomorrow about a lot of things, so keep I don't know, we'll just talk tomorrow about a lot of different things. We'll talk about 2.0 stuff, we'll talk about comic stuff, we'll talk about whatever I want to talk about, and just kind of have fun. So without any further ado, as I always say, may the winds guide you. Until next time, goodbye everybody.